Hi, this is Sheila Howell with Red One Realty, and today we're getting ready to jump into the stats for Pataskala, Ohio for the month of June 2025. And again, these are the residential numbers from the Columbus MLS. So if you look at the number of listings, we're hanging much better than what we were just a few months ago. It's very active compared to what it was a few months ago. And also the number of sold, you can see how that has climbed. If we look at July of last year, we only had 25 listings sell. But this year we had, that's 47. So that's a pretty big jump in the number of listings that sold. So just wanted to point those two things out to you. The listing price and the sold price, there's a pretty big gap here. So we may see the days on market start to extend a little bit because, there's, like I said, there's a big gap between the price point of the homes and what homes are selling for. Just kind of keep that in mind. But the most important one in my mind is the absorption rate. And you can see that it is climbing. It's pushing close to 3. So it will be interesting to see, for July, if it goes up over 3 or if it settles down a little bit. But you can see we've had a pretty steady climb. Well, I guess that's July of last year. It was 2.13. So again, it's a pretty drastic number as far as the percent shift versus last year. The sold to list ratio, we're always pretty close to 100%. This month we were actually at 100%, so that's a good thing for sellers. Days on market. So some of the other markets that I'm looking at, this is continuing to climb, but this, to be down in the 20s, that's pretty good. If your home is on the market and it has been sitting for more than, let's say, 30 days, I really encourage you to ask your agent, about, is it time to take a price cut? I know people don't like to do that, but sometimes, the market is telling you it's either priced too high or it's not getting the visibility that it needs. So those are great conversations to have. And I always like sharing that with my sellers because, it helps me have that conversation to say, yes, but this many people have looked at your home and we haven't had enough showings. So maybe we need to, really think about the price point. So anyway, something to consider. And then price volume, I really don't get too excited about that because it's just a function of the price points of the homes that are on the market. So anyway, let's see, the median list price, it's up 18% over last year. So that could very well be from new homes that are being listed. But again, it could just be a couple homes that are skewing the numbers, but that's a nice increase. So anyway, if you have any questions or you would like to dive deeper into any neighborhood or just understand the stats better, I would love to help you. Again, Sheila Howell, Red One Realty. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and all those good things. All right, talk to you soon. Thanks.